Hey guys, welcome back. This is Conrad from Conrad in the Making. Sorry about my 2-month hiatus. I was taking 2 summer classes, Gen Chem and Organic Chemistry 1. I really wanted to focus entirely on that, so I didn't upload or anything. So now the fall semester's coming around. I should be able to do that more regularly though, so I'll let you know whenever new uploads are coming out and new ideas and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Short update video. Let's go. I wanted to talk about something specific today in terms of studying. It was one of the techniques I use to really get through the summertime, the classes, and to stay on top of things. And that is what what it's known as the Pomodoro Technique. It's kind of a productivity technique to help you keep on top of things and to slow down your burnout rate, things like that. I released a poll on a Facebook page that I'm on that has a lot of pre-med students on it. And I'll put the picture up to the side over here, but essentially what I was just asking people what their preferences for general study techniques for a pre-med curriculum. Number one, obviously, as you can see, was working practice problems, and Pomodoro Technique was a little lower down, and I was curious to see if everyone actually knew what that was or if people used it or not. So I just wanted to bring a short update video and just tell you guys what it is if you haven't heard about it and how you can use it to further your studying techniques and your productivity and getting all that stuff down. So essentially, it's just a technique that involves smaller periods of really focused, undistracted time separated by intermittent breaks, very short breaks. How it works essentially is you choose a task, and a lot of your tasks and my tasks will be just studying a piece of material. For me, over the summertime, it was a full chapter per day essentially of organic chemistry material or the Gen Chem 2 material. And so you select your task, you're going to study that, get it down, or maybe work some homework problems. And then you set a timer for about 25 minutes, and you press start, and you focus entirely on what your task is. No distractions. You put your phone away, out of reach, turn the TV off, turn music off, everything. Just focus hard on that. Give yourself 25 minutes of pure focused productivity or studying. And then once the timer goes off, you set yourself about a 3 to 5 minute break, which is recommended, about 3 to 5 minute break. Once that goes off, another 25 minutes, pretty much rinse and repeat all the way until you get up to your 4th break, and then you can take about 15 to 30 minute long break. And so by that time, you've really gotten a couple good hours of studying and productivity going on. And so it really helped me to focus on a lot of material at one time because it gave me just enough break time to where I could distract myself for a moment, and then I was ready to get back into it again. The way I use this technique, I didn't really follow by the books because I'm just not the perfect studier, and so I pretty much always took too long of breaks. Sometimes I just took 10-minute breaks regularly, or even longer than that, whenever I was feeling really unmotivated. But regardless, it still helped me get down a lot of material, a lot of this really tough chemistry material in a very short amount of time, because essentially I was in class pretty much all morning into the afternoon where I had lab, and I was expected to go home and study, work the practice problems, and be able to master that by that night, because the next day we were starting completely new stuff and we were just building on, and so if you didn't keep up with it, then it was really exhausting. And that's what this technique really helped me to do, was to stay on top of things and give myself just enough break to really hammer down some of these subjects. One thing is important though, you really do have to have the motivation to study. It's not going to just magically give you the motivation to study all these things. You need to have that intrinsically, that you want to do well in this class and that you're going to take the time and put your effort into these practice problems, into the textbook, into your notes. The great part is that it actually worked. I used it for a variety of things. I used it to work practice problems. I used it to make outlines, to memorize my outlines, to look at my notes over again. And so it really did work. I ended the summer with both A's in both of those classes. I was really happy about my test scores, especially before the final, because my general rule is if I can crush it throughout the course, then I don't have to be as stressed out for the final. For example, I took my final today earlier for Organic Chemistry 1, and I only needed a 65% on it to keep an A, and that was just because I really really hammered down throughout the course of my other test grades to where my average was high, so I didn't have to stress out as much about doing so well on the final exam, which is usually the hardest one. So give it a try this coming fall semester. Really tell me if it works for you. What modifications do you use to kind of get yourself through it and to make it most effective for you? Because remember, you don't have to follow the rules straight up. Just cater to your needs, essentially, in your classes. Also, tell me, what other things do you use generally that help you study for all the pre-med curriculum? If it's not one of those that were falling under that poll, let me know what it is and share it amongst the comments or something, just so people know and can utilize it for themselves. Other than that, I'm really excited to get back into some of the stuff I kind of had to slow down on through the summer courses. I haven't been volunteering as much at the clinic, so I'm about to start that again because I really enjoyed that. And I'm going to, I think, shadow another family practice physician from my hometown about 15 minutes away if I can get some little certification things lined up so I can do that. And also, I'm really going to start diving into some of those Kaplan MCAT review books that I had to hold off during the summer again. And so I'm really going to try and hammer down and not distract myself on the weekends, things like that, or the days that I have breaks, to see if I can get some of like the biology and the general chemistry stuff ordered out. Also, I've been trying to read a little bit lately, trying to keep up a little bit with that. So I started, this book's called 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. He's kind of a controversial figure, but I really like him. Anyways, it's a self-help book, and I usually can't stand self-help books. They're usually the worst things to me because they all generally say the same vague thing, like just do better because you owe it to yourself. But essentially, he gives 12 essential rules straight to the point, and then he backs them up with reasons why, with a lot of psychological evidence, a lot of biological evolutionary evidence, things like that. And it really kind of wraps around. It's really interesting. So if you're interested in something like that, go grab it. I got it at Walmart for about $18. It's not too bad. I'm thinking about making a couple videos over some of the ideas in that book. Maybe if I get some more time to finish it. But that's essentially it. If you guys want to stay up to date with study techniques, anything that I'm doing here, just updates, whatever, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, check out the Instagram page if you want. I'm just kind of putting little day-to-day things up there. I think I posted something about some chemistry experiments. You can see where I was doing a bromination of a reaction. But anyways, go check all that stuff out. I'll see you guys later. I promise I'm going to update or upload more videos more regularly in the future. I'll see you guys later. Stay strong. Keep the community